Moving here, breakdown. You come together. You over here, please. We're going to surround to protect this family. POW and the Army flag will actually move out to the greatest point to actually connect everything.
The Patriot Guard Riders is an organization comprised mostly of motorcyclists who, at the invitation of a family, will attend the funeral services of fallen American heroes. You have to build yourself up to do these missions sometimes. For me to be part of this, somebody paid the price, the ultimate price. I'd give every bit of this up, turn in every piece of leather, never ride the bike again, never stand a flag on or spend time with these friends ever again if there was never the need for it again. And unfortunately, the need's there. And unfortunately, it does appear the need's probably going to be there for at least the immediate future.
This is something that I looked forward from the time I got out of the service in '73, Vietnam veteran. And when we came home, it really bothered me that people didn't like us. So when the Patriot Guard was confronted me about joining them to support the servicemen and veterans of the United States military, I was all for it, and I stepped forward.
I'm doing it for all the young men and women who've stood up, signed a piece of paper, and said that they were willing to put their lives on the line. Like my father did when he was a young man, and as my boy did 2 weeks ago.
You, leather-clad bikers who nobody knows, who showed up, who took time off work or took time out of their lives to be here, you took some of that pain from them.
You need to take a little time to unwind, to decompress, hug somebody you love, go sit out on the porch and admire your flagpole, do whatever you do to unwind. Okay? Don't let it bottle up inside you. I can speak to that. I did it for 38 years, and all it does is damage. So let it go, let it out. We'll be back together again to do this.
Our group originally started in Kansas City. There were groups that were showing up at funerals for fallen military soldiers, and they were protesting.
What part of no fornication? Don't you understand?
The girls walked around me when they saw my Gold Star pin, and they got in my face and they said, "I hope your son suffered. I hope he's in hell."
Filthy vets, God hates you. Repent, dummies. The wrath of God is upon you. It's abiding upon you.
Westboro Baptist has gone head-to-head with us many times. We protect the family from any protesters or group of protesters that may arrive, and we do that through strictly legal and nonviolent means.
What we decided to do was back our motorcycles up, which most were Harleys, and while they're screaming and chanting and whatnot, we decided to give them our version of a chant with the Harleys.
Fred Phelps, the Reverend, the father, almost all just a family. He has indoctrinated his family so deeply that homosexuality is so wrong, that God is so mad at the United States because we allow it to exist, that he is punishing us by killing our young soldiers in harm's way. And every time that a soldier is killed, he feels validation that, look, God killed that soldier because you allowed this horrible act.
The last thing you want to remember on the day that you're burying a loved one is some radical wacko job out there shouting things that make absolutely no sense whatsoever and, you know, expressing glee over the fact that your loved one died. So the most important thing is just to keep them separated.
The PGR got on either side of me, Vietnam vet guys, and we were in line holding the American flag. And they squeezed my shoulders so tight I couldn't have fallen if I had tried.
Big bed, leather-clad bikers, they're a little intimidating. We actually create almost a wall of red, white, and blue around the family so that these radicals don't get to see the family, and the family will never see them.
It's all very symbiotic existence. If it wasn't for the fact that Westboro Baptist existed, we wouldn't exist. If it wasn't for the fact that the soldiers existed that gave them the freedom, then the Westboro Baptist couldn't exist because they wouldn't be allowed to do what they want to do. Whenever someone says there has to be a line to what they're allowed to do and not allowed to do, that line is the Patriot Guard flag line.
So you are everywhere you go. You travel far. I told you so. I realize you are everything that's gold. You're everything you know.
Well, I get the DOD announcements straight into my email as they come out. And every week there's KIAs. You know, there's young men and young ladies that are killed in action. And what we don't want to become numb to that. We don't want it to become a routine thing. And our mission is to show that respect, to give that presence, you know, to point out there's someone here that's paid the ultimate price. There's a family here that's suffering.
We have a total of over 2,800 flags out here, but we have over 5,070 soldiers. And we're trying to get more flags, but it's kind of hard to do.
My son was dead. Vandal, so that just flag is right there with the flowers and the rocks. So.
Yes.
Iraq, Baghdad, 06.
Fly, won't you fly? Fly, my sadness, fly. Fly.
My wife and I were privileged enough to be standing close to the family when the honor guard stretched the flag to fold it to present to his wife, and the young 3-year-old said, "Bye-bye, Daddy."
Won't you fly? Won't you fly?